PvP against somebody from KT. It could be stats. It could be KT stats. Or we could just have the end of the series here and go watch the next series. Yeah. I'm actually more excited for the next series. I want to watch Teammate wreck SKT and just laugh, just giggle uncontrollably. Yeah, it's gonna be stats.
이번 시즌 김대엽 선수가 무너지고 KT의 균형은 무너졌었습니다.
Alright.
그런데 김대엽 선수가 살아나니 팀의 균형이
Stats, of course, with a awesome music choice.
에이스 결정전에서도 경기를 잡아내면서 드디어
Do love my Aphrodite.
선수이기 때문에 감이 올라온 상태에서.
That's not even sarcastic, by the way. I just have terrible taste in music.
가장 기분 좋은 상황을 만들어 놓은 거죠.
자, 준비 모두 끝났습니다. 정우영 선수와 김대엽 선수의 후반 2세트 지금 시작!
Dude, Harum, I just have a good sense of humor, you see? I think it's funny when Khan gets like 4-0'd by Air Force Ace as well. I'm a huge Khan fanboy, man. But it's just hilarious. See? I can take a joke. Alright. Oh my god, a wild Kiet appears. This is like how you summon Kiet, you know? It's like you can summon Voldemort by saying his name. You summon Kiet by like saying that you hope SKT will lose. Lol 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 lol. Anyway, Bbyong gonna be the red Terran in the bottom left. And Stats gonna be the blue Protoss in the top right.
아주 많은 분들도 현장에서 이 뜨거운 열기를 함께 만들어 주시니까 역시 좀 중계하면서도 좀 힘도 나고
그렇습니다. SK텔레콤 T1과 8게임단의 경기도 다음 경기 있기 때문에
Yeah, it's the Ozil rocker guy. I love how he gets his own chair like in the little sectioned off area. Actually, I'm pretty sure isn't that the area that's sectioned off because that's where like the boom camera thing goes? Isn't he gonna get like hit in the face with the camera when it comes down? I'm not sure. Can somebody who's been to the studio confirm? So I kind of remember it. I'm not sure. I thought that's why it was sectioned off, so people don't get hit by the camera. Hey, we are going to see a wall in here for Bbyong, aka Bbyong. I'll call him Bbyong because I don't know how to pronounce two B's in a row. And oh, look at this! Look at this! We have the fast gas, which normally means Banshees, but in Kespeland means fast Hellion drop. We have now learned. That's right. So, on the other side, see nothing out of the ordinary. This is a very interesting placement of that barracks, by the way. Look at that. He stuck it right on the left edge, basically because usually when a scouting worker goes into a base, you go straight to check the gases. So it will actually go into the base and not see that barracks for a little while if you go straight for the gas, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Let's have a look here. Alright. He is going to... Oops. My mouse is running wild and free. So this probe, is it gonna go in range of the vision of the barracks? Oh, he sees it. Oh, that's very interesting. Look at that. He didn't go straight for the gas. He went straight to the left to check the barracks. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, he would have obviously seen the barracks eventually anyway, but that's kind of cute. Anyway, looks like factory is on the way, obviously. And is he gonna mix it up? Is he gonna go Banshee? I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's pretty out there. Oh, he's not mining gas. Oh, look at this. He's getting reactor on his barracks and getting his factory. So he's going reactor to Hellion, but he's not mining gas anymore. So he's not actually gonna make a starport. He's gonna reactor to Hellion expand. What the hell? Dude, this isn't TVZ. What are you doing? I think Bbyong is a little bit confused here. That's a Protoss. Do you not see all the shiny armor and shit? Like all the glitter on their face? It's Protoss, man. It's not Zerg. They're not slimy. Silly B-Dog. Anyway, you know, I'm making fun of it, but this can work in this matchup. And by that I mean people have done it to me on ladder, so I assume it works. I'm not actually sure how well it works. I mean, it usually doesn't bother me when people do it on ladder. But, well, we do see a fast expand behind this. So not really a fast expand, just an expand. It's not very fast. It's building on high ground as well. Just keep it a little bit more protected, a little bit hidden. Of course, notice that he did make the wall at the front with depots instead of using his barracks. And on the other side, we see I think that was a 1-gate expand into 2 more gateways. Very, very standard economic opening there for stats. And he's going to see these Hellions. Is he going to be able to grab one before it gets up? Ooh, there was a sentry on the ramp. No probe roasting for you today. Good Hellions. Or bad Hellions, depending on which race you are. The 2 more Hellions are going to come out here. He's pumping those out double time. He's going to go in for the run by once again. Is there another force field? There's not another force field. Another Stalker comes out. But there we go. Getting one shot off on that sentry. Of course, the Hellions rather not only good against probes, but pretty good at sniping down sentries as well. Those expensive sentries. But looks like, oh, it's walled off. Oh, the cybernetics core walls off the back of the minerals. And he is not able to run the Hellions around. Stats is able to kill all the Hellions, I think only losing like a single probe or something. I don't even know if he lost a probe. Wow. That was really bad for Bbyong, taking a bit of a risk there, running the Hellions in and not able to do anything. I don't know if that was an intentional placement by Stats to put it there. That was like a perfect positioning, because if it was like on the left side, so Bbyong didn't see it when he went in the first time, so he went behind the minerals first and then it was there. Oh, that was really nice. In the meantime, we do have a 3rd command center already almost finished now for Bbyong. He hasn't even floated his first or the 2nd command center over to the natural, and he's already got 3rd completed. So that's very interesting. Hellion expand or Hellion. Reactive Hellion into double expand-ish. Or not really double expand, but double orbital. Meanwhile, getting a bunker on the high ground, that's a very peculiar location for that bunker. I mean, it kind of ranges stuff from there. That's actually a very interesting position, because now, the thing is, he's doing all this Hellion harassment. Oh, looks like another volley going to go off here. Going to get a couple more probes, but nothing too severe. And wow, good force field there. Good 2nd force field, trapping those Hellions. So it looks like 6 workers killed. Which is not the end of the world, considering he sacrificed like 7 or 8 Hellions already. And more importantly, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I was talking about the bunker placement. He's kind of building it in a way that if there's a huge counterattack from Stats, you know, the bunker, he's not building it like on the low ground by the natural. He's building it so that like it kind of covers the area by the natural, but it's also on the high ground so that if there's an emergency, he can just lift the natural and kind of retreat back to his main and be safe back there, I think. It still looks kind of funny there. I'm not exactly sure how far that can reach down on the low grounds. Anyway, the first observer is out now. Going to go fly over to the Terran space, check out what he's doing. Looks like a siege tank busy breaking down that neutral depot. And it looks like we have a forge. How exciting. Oh, what's this guy going to build? He's going to build a Citadel. Oh, and by that I mean Twilight. Shit. Damn it! You'd think by now I'd figured out what this stuff is called. I think it's confusing because I'm still casting both games for Pro Leagues, and it's like, damn it. Calling Sunken Spines and Citadels and Twilight Councils. Citadel of Adun, though, I gotta say, it sounds so much cooler than Twilight Council. I don't know if I'm just like biased. I could just be biased, but I don't know. Citadel definitely sounds cooler to me. Oh, it looks like buffer into mech play. Oh, that's exciting. That is very exciting. And by that I mean this stream is just horrible. Please work! Work! You can do it! And we are going to see a faster base from both players, in fact. We already saw the 3rd orbital was built way early on, so he just floated that over to his 3rd base. But the Protoss in response has taken his his third Nexus quite quickly, and he's also got his own Templar, deck up, as you would expect. He's got 3 Templars on the field already. Not the biggest army in the world. He's actually moving out with that small force. That feels a little bit risky because right now his army is really far away from, really far away from his main. So I feel like he's a little bit, he's leaving himself open to drops a little bit more than he necessarily needs to, which makes me very, very nervous. But looks like moving back in position to catch the Hellions. Ooh, cool force fields there. Wow, that's very, very nice. But this is going to be very interesting because, man, pure mech versus Protoss. I don't think I've seen this like twice ever. They were probably goodie games or something. But yeah, I mean, this is like standard in Brood War, but in StarCraft 2, not at all. Even Biomech isn't popular. It's just pure Bio all the way here, and then Ghosts and all that jazz and Vikings. But I mean, I'm interested to see how this works. Maybe Artosis was right after all. Maybe it just needed some Kespa guys to come and prove Artosis right. I mean, if Flash can't prove Artosis right, then nobody can, right? So he better be able to. Oh, Storm! Oh shit! Storm drops and mech TBP. Guys, this isn't. I think these guys are actually confused about which game they're playing right now. This is not the right game. See, that Storm drop did not quite as much damage as you might have hoped, right? There's like still SCBs mining, which is a problem. I mean, obviously it's cool and all, and it works, but man, that is very interesting. I honestly don't think storm drops are cost effective in StarCraft 2, but at least not compared to like M&M drops. But anyway. It's cool. It's cool. And we do see a potential expansion going up at the top left here. The Protoss player stats expanding very, very aggressively here in this matchup. I mean, normally it's okay for the Protoss to be, either equal on expansions or just slightly slower in their expansions compared to the Terran. It's a little bit opposite from Brood War, actually. In Brood War, the Protoss usually needs to be 1 expo ahead of the Terran, whereas in StarCraft 2, it's Terran usually wants to be at least even or 1 base up over the Protoss. But in this case, Stats is actually taking his 4th base before Bbyong takes his. So this is kind of peculiar, and I feel like and the funny thing is because Bbyong went mech, he has like a little bit of a harder time moving out. Obviously when you go for mech, you're a lot more defensive earlier on, but he's actually getting very, very close to max here. Somehow Bbyong's got a huge supply. He's at 191 supply against the 145 supply of his opponent, and he's now going to move out with a lot of siege tanks. Going to pull a lot of SCVs as well, just to act as like the medevacs from a bio composition. But in this case, it's the SCVs that will be used to help repair the mech units and also to help buffer against zealots and whatnot. And this is a very scary force here. There's 3 High Templar in that War Prism though. The storms could be absolutely crucial here, but I don't even know if good storms will help. This is a very scary composition. There's a lot of speed loss or charge loss, but the charge loss will get roasted by the Blue Flame Hellions. There's a scan to check the positioning of the army, and here we go. The Max Terran army is rolling out here. The Hellions looks like they're going to run up and get a little bit of damage off. Oh, a couple of force fields to help block them off. There's no Thors in this composition to help crush the force fields. But there's an... Oh no, sorry, there are some Thors. They're just in the back a little bit. Sorry, I did not see those there. Might want to move those up to the front a little bit because, they do tank damage quite well, and obviously they do crush the force fields. It's probably the more important part. But the thing is, what's his face? Protoss guy. Stats. He's just buying some time right now. And, oh, he's going to catch some siege tanks out of position here. Wow, mistake in the control by Bbyong there, just in the pathing, sent 5 of his siege tanks on the low ground while the rest of his army went on the high ground. So he's going to lose 5 of his tanks there for free. Another big round of charge lot warpins by the Protoss player. Stats, look at this. He's got 5 Immortals and a bunch of charge lots. Those are exactly what you want against this kind of mech composition. And chroning out Colossi from 2 Robos as well. He really needs those Colossi, I think, before he engages. He does not want to engage this army before they come out. But here we go. Looks like going to try and grab a few units. Looks like he's actually been forced into engagement. And here we go. But a great position for the Terran. Everything on the high ground. And then, oh, storms on the siege tanks. But it's not enough. One storm will not kill a siege tank. And looks like the Protoss army gets demolished here. Most of the Hellions are gone as well, though. Most of the Hellions are gone. The siege tanks are severely damaged by those storms, but the Terran army does still stand strong. It is still moving out. Reinforcements are coming down, and now it's pushing up towards the third base here. A couple of storms going down on the leading units, but it's not enough here for Stats. What is he doing? He's going for a counterattack. Looks like Stats might just be going for a base trade here, because of course remember that Stats does have the top left hidden expansion. I do not think that Bbyong has any idea that that's there, so he's just going for the counter, and eventually he's like, well, maybe I can catch the Terran army a little bit out of position, get a favorable engagement, and also I have the hidden base, so I can reproduce a little bit more than the Terran. And here we go, he's rolling in here. He's still got a very scary composition. Look at this. 5 Immortals and 2 Colossi. It looks like the Immortals is going to be dropped into the main base here. A very curious decision by him not to keep everything together. I'm not sure why he just picked those up there. But anyway, here we go. The mech army rolling in. Oh, actually, no, wait. What did he drop? No, yeah, it was the Colossi. Or, sorry, it was the Immortals, rather. I was like, what? Oh, for a second there, I was like, did he just, like, pick up the Colossi? No. They just walked up there. Meanwhile, the Zealot's just chilling back there. And this is going to be a very curious base trade. I mean, actually, just looking at these armies, I think in a straight-up army engagement right now, minus the SEVs that are buffering, I'm pretty sure the Protoss army would win with all those Immortals there and all the tanks already severely damaged. And you can't even count. That's not even counting the fact that the Protoss has the extra expansion. And oh my God, we have a Dark Shrine. This is absolutely genius. Look at that. Dark Shrine is on the way. He's forcing all the orbitals to lift off. There's going to be no scans anywhere, and there's no Raven on the field. There's going to be 0 detection here. Oh no. Oh no. One of his orbitals is burning down as it runs away. His orbitals are flying every which way. What is he going to do, though? The thing is, though, he'll be so tempted to, like, land an orbital at some random expansion and drop a bunch of mules. And if he does that, he'll be in so much trouble. I think he's already in trouble, but with that Dark Shrine coming. But oh, look at this. A few siege tanks in good position. Gonna snipe down the Colossus. I think he must have target fired that nice target fire on that Colossus. He's gonna lose these tanks, though. And there's the mass factory lift as well. Gonna try and save as much infrastructure as he can. 77 supply now for the Terran to 84 supply for our Protoss player. But a lot of orbitals flying around all over the place here. He's still got a number of SCVs. It looks like he's actually going to go and take the Protoss' expansion, but there's the Dark Shrine finishing up here, and he's going to have to make sure that he saves those, that orbital energy for the scans here. He can't afford to drop a bunch of mules, and this is really, really troublesome, because in this kind of situation, that's exactly what you want, right? As the Terran, I mean, that's why so many players are like, oh, Terran is imbalanced in base trades and in low eco situations because they just drop mules, but he can't do that now. He can't afford to do that. And why is he losing this orbital? What's he doing? What? Wait, what? There was no... He could have just lifted it. There's no anti-air there. What? Why did he sack that orbital? I have no idea. Why was that even landed there in the first place? That makes no sense to me. But anyway, look at this! The 2 orbitals have actually migrated all the way cross map, and now Bbyong is taking Stats' original main base and natural. Of course, those are probably low on resources anyway. The main base is almost mined out. But very curious there. And now... Alright, I might switch streams in a second here so we don't miss anything crucial, but hopefully everything's fine. But actually it looks like the 2 armies might be meeting in... No, actually, sorry, that's the factory floor in the middle. The main army is still here at the base. So it looks like... oh, there's the mass mule land! There's the mass mule land! But where's the Dark Templar? Where are the Dark Templar? Dark Templar? Does anybody see a Dark Templar? I thought he has a Dark Shrine, right? And there's no energy. Oh no! Oh shit! Oh fuck! Oh man, this is the oh shit moment. I think he's gonna attack his own tanks here. Yeah, he's trying to attack his own tanks. Look, he's trying to splash the Dark Templar by attacking his own units, which is cute, but oh no, he's just gonna murder all the mules. Oh, look at him shooting his own mules with siege tanks to try and splash it. Oh god, Protoss! Look at Bbyong, he's like, fucking Protoss! Protoss! Oh man, if this was a ladder game, he'd just like lift everything and just float to the corners and just go somewhere else. Just leave his computer on. Oh no! Oh, he has a scan now! Oh, nice scan. Nice scan. What are those Thors doing? Thors are like breakdancing on the ram. It's like, haha! DTs can't can us because the siege tanks are in the way. Oh no, now they're not. Oh, and he has an engineering bay! Oh, very nice. He's going to make a turret. He's going to make a turret, but there's another DT coming in here. He can actually stop the turret construction. Does he have another scan to take it down? The turret is almost finished. DT's not killing it! DT's not going to kill it! Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, he's going for a drop.
네, 차원분 경기 갑니다.
He's going for the DT drop. Oh, the observer sees he's in the main, and the barracks sees the warp in, but he doesn't see the Dark Templar, and oh, he's gonna have to use more scans, even though he has the turret at the front. Looks like this DT might run into range of the turret, though. I think that might have been in turret range, and actually, look at that, more DTs being thrown away. Does not want to throw away any more DTs, but look at this, the turret in the main will probably not finish here. Oh man, that DT is just wailing away on the SCVs. It looks like no, it'll barely finish, and the DT goes down. So Bbyong is able to save himself from the DTs, but what can he do against his army? Well, I mean, I guess if he holds position on the top of the ramp, that is pretty difficult to attack into. But he's reduced the Terran to like 3 SCVs or something, right? And meanwhile, he's got plenty of mining at both corner expansions. Oh man, look at that. Just rebuilding all of his infrastructure here. I really don't think Bbyong has any chance. The problem is that Bbyong doesn't actually realize how far behind he is. He did not see that hidden expo at the top left for a while. So yeah, that's not going to be good. Looks like he is moving over there to the top left right now, but I'm not even sure if he can take this army. There's like, what, 3 or 4 High Templars there? It looks like 4 High Templars, 2 Colossi, 3 Immortals, and 17 Charge Lots against 13 tanks, 2 Thors, and 3 Hellions. That just does not bode well for the Terran. I'm pretty sure a lot of those tanks are damaged as well from earlier on. And obviously they don't regenerate shields or anything like that, like the Kratos does. But he is going to start sieging down the top left base. But I really feel like Stats can just go and attack this right now and just win. And it looks like he has decided similar. He's probably gonna... What is he doing here? Looks like he doesn't actually want to engage. Is he just gonna counter again? Are you kidding me? Are you really gonna force this into another like base tradey situation? But the funny thing is, I mean, that's kind of reasonable considering that Stats actually has the bottom right base. Like, when, you know, if he loses the top left, but he kills the Praros, or sorry, the Terran stuff here, he will have, he will stop one base. And it looks like, yeah, he's once again doing that cute little immortal ferry onto the high ground there. And one more orbital is going to get taken down there with no lift, just immediately getting taken down by the Zealots. Bbyong losing all the last of his buildings. He's floated all of his all of his factories. And there's the orbital floating away as well. Now the Terran army is moving down here. Where is it going? Is it going home to defend? Is it going to kill the bottom right base? He must know that there's a base now somewhere else. And it looks like he is going straight down there. But now the Protoss army is moving to meet him. But it looks like the Colossi and the Templar and the Immortals are getting ahead of themselves away from the charge lots. If Bbyong can get a favorable engagement here and snipe off all of these units, this could be really, really huge here. He might grab the Colossi, but no! It looks like he's going to pull back a little bit here. The KT bench is so nervous right now. Because if Stats wins this game, then that is going to be the end of the series in favor of KT. Bbyong, he needs to win this. And look at this, Stats has enough money for another Nexus. He's building another hidden expansion here at the left side base. Stats just does not want to fight this army. He just does not want to engage this head on. I don't know why, because I'm pretty sure he could win. He's got 4 max energy High Templar. He's got 8 Storms. And, oh, looks like he might be forced to engage, though, because now the Colossi are stuck. He does one more warp in himself, and here we go! Here's the big engagement! Who's going to take it? Nice spread on the siege tanks. All the Zealots just evaporating. Where are the Storms? Where are the Immortals? The Immortals coming in from the back. There's the Storms, and it looks like Stats is going to clean it up. Stats cleans up everything, and GG! Stats closes out the series 4-1 for KT Rolster. And KT, despite being towards the bottom of the rankings, have at least gone and defeated CJ Entus, the #1 team. Guys, this is what the standings look like before today's matches. CJ Entus #1, KT Rolster #7, and yet KT have just defeated CJ. Very, very well done. And the funny thing is, we are about to go and watch 2 more teams who are quite far apart in the rankings. Team 8 against SKT. So let's see if SKT can pull an upset as well here. That would be quite interesting. Bbyong does not look happy about that game. But, yeah. Alright, so it's going to probably be like a 20-minute break or so. So go get some food, go to the bathroom, and then come back and watch Bisu go 0-7 in StarCraft 2. Or 0-8, whatever he is.
오늘 KT 로스터가 오늘 경기를 통해서 득실도 3점을 얻었습니다. 네, 그만큼 승리도 승리를 한 것도 굉장히 중요하지만 득실을 얻었다라는 것도 굉장히 중요합니다. 어쨌든 간에 지금 득실 싸움이거든요. 그렇죠. 예, 그런 점에서 KT 로스터는 득실도 얻었고 승리도 얻었고 이영호 김대엽이 이겨줬고 이영호 김대엽이 스타크래프트 2에서 성장한 모습을 보여줬다라는 것 자체가 너무나 큰 오늘 경기의 승리가 시상과 같습니다. 오늘 딱 든 느낌은 KT가 살아나고 있다라고 말씀드려도 틀리지 않을 것 같아요. 네, 역시